Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days battle for you today, and we have another early sneak peek at the Last Breath submod and its new update that is coming out very soon, which includes Dol Amroth and Rhudaur. I have done a little bit of a reveal on these factions already, so if you want to go and check out all of the units for these new factions and see what you are missing out on, then go and check out those videos. I'll leave a link for those or I put up like a pop-up so you guys can go and check those out. But yes, we do have a battle, a 3v3 here with the Last Breath submod, which includes all of the new factions, Rhudaur and Dol Amroth, in action. You can see already these Trev Duvadain Packmasters already using their dogs to great effect here to harass these arable crossbows. And they are racing on through. I don't know what exactly they'll go for, if they'll just go for anything that they choose, or whether they'll go after selected targets. But yeah, the dogs are going mad, and they're going after like perfect units really, like archers, probably like low armored. I mean, not maybe these arable crossbows, but low armored archers are definitely what they want to be going after. But they are harassing these crossbows here, allowing Rhudaur to now shoot his archers, these Packmasters, into the crossbows and cause some havoc. And it does look like the Packmasters are calling back their dogs. They're going to try once again. I mean, some of them look like they're very healthy. Like the first number, I think, is the number of like dogs left, hounds left. It's looking very healthy. And here we go, cav charge coming in. Melee cav charging into swords here. Don't know how smart idea this is. This melee cav also does have a missile capability. We have Rhudaur being super aggressive here on Erebor. So we're going to just go to slow-mo for a moment as we just check out the teams. We have the Eastlings here. They're going to be joined by Rhudaur in today's battle. And then it looks like the final army, which they're already dueling out as well over here. But with Gondor is Khan. So yeah, we have Gondor, we have Dol Amroth, and we have Erebor on the attack. So it's a good classic good versus evil sort of battle here. And we have Swan Knight now battling over here. And this is a general coming in as well. We have Khan's general already being thrown in very early on here. Carnage horse archers as well, harassing. And they're trying to deal with these Prince's Sergeants and Knights of the Silver Swan, all being dealt with very effectively there. And Gondor's just pushing on with his infantry. He's not even going to like slow down. This is a bit of a strange move here, but Gondor's going to try and overwhelm the Carnage line here and then just worry about this flank later. He doesn't want to deal with these Archer Spearfishers. He definitely needs to, because look at this. Khan is now just going to get in behind with his Spearfishers and his cav and just do some rear charges here. We're going to see Carnage Cataphracts go into the back of the swords here, and this is going to be painful for Gondor. Wasn't the greatest charge, but definitely still pretty damaging. I mean, it's a rear charge. I feel like it would have been even better if they'd got a static target. But actually, I mean, they got 40 kills in that. That's pretty damn good, to be honest. That's very nice. It looks like Rhudaur is chasing off Knights of Edelond, which, I mean, to be honest, I would have thought were a superior melee cav. Very heavy against, well, Kokurian Raiders also very heavy, so who knows? But I would have thought maybe the Knights of Edelond would be like some of the top-tier melee cav will be hard to take out. But yes, this is Dol Amroth's first sort of involvement in the battle, and he's getting involved in a cav fight, which you'd expect him to win. These Kokurian Raiders, they weren't very eager to chase after them, so maybe they feel like they have a chance against the Edelon Knights. Maybe they know something that we don't. Yeah, it looks like Dol Amroth here losing archers. I mean, these are like, well, I think these are just like foot archers. Yeah, Princess Marksman, I think is what they lost. Yeah, Princess Marksman. They're a better target for these wolves to go after. I think they can cause all sorts of havoc, and they are still causing all sorts of havoc. They're more lightly armed than the crossbows. We're also going after the men at arms here. I think they're, the Princess Footmen, I should call them. There's so many names we're going to learn. But yeah, the Princess Footmen, they're actually kind of struggling a little bit with these wolves. So we'll see how they do. And they haven't lost that many men, but you know, a few issues being caused. But yeah, the Kokurian Raiders there are being dealt with by the Knights of Edelon, which is good to see. Very horse archers as well, doing what damage they can. And yeah, it looks like we have got a complete collapse here from Gondor. I mean, it's in the making. The Archer Spearfishers here are beating Gondor's swords. Founding Guards being beaten by Archer Spearfishers. I think they're jabbing them while to melee. It's a cheeky little tactic that I don't really like that you can do in TDD. But I mean, the Archer Spearfishers don't really have much else to offer, really. Once they've run out of missile capability, they're not going to do a lot. And a rear charge from the Cataphracts here will seal the fate of those Founding Guards as they go in. There you go, a pretty easy result there for Khan. Dealing with those guys. We're still seeing Shock for it. Again, Warriors of Lost Ark, interesting choice to bring, really. They're not exactly the strongest thing for Gondor. We're seeing Pelagian Marines being sent forward here. So these men are men of Dol Amroth, but they're fighting for Gondor, it seems, here today. I don't know if Gondor has brought any Pelagian Marines. Yeah. They're actually beating the Carnage Berserkers, also using their jabbies, I think, a bit cheekily there to try and win their combat, which is always fair enough. Looks like Erebor kind of looks like he's actually doing okay against these things. Looks like the only faction is doing pretty well. Balin is already in the front lines, beating up Loki Rimmer here. You might have seen, if you're in the TDD server, that Eastlings look like they're going to be getting a bit of love in the next update. There's a few new units and also custom general, which will be very, very cool to see. But yep, looks like these Loki Rim here have been off more they can chew against the Mantra Claimers. We have Erebor Halberdiers. They're kind of just sitting patiently doing nothing. They might want to actually try and do something. Maybe try and get engaged against these Kokorian Axe Herd here, just waiting patiently. And they're going to get charged by Erebor Axe infantry instead themselves. Not going to get their jabbies off, which is a shame for Rhudaur there. But yes, if you're enjoying all things Dawnless Days and would like to see some more of it, then do remember to leave a like, a subscribe if you're around here, and a comment show your support. It really does help out the channel. And we've got the dogs still going wild in there. I don't know what they are. They're going after. I guess that's the dwarves are engaging over here. But actually, there isn't many infantry units down here. I don't know why they've been held back. I mean, the Erebor right now could just focus on the Halberdier. But yeah, it seems like Eastlings could just swing on this right flank, but really aren't. They're being held up by some Knights here of Eidolon from Dol Amroth. That is it. I mean, there's polearms in here. This is not a good fight for the Cav of Dol Amroth, that is for sure. They try and hack and slash their way through a whole host of Macemen here. Yeah, not looking good there at all. It seems as though, yeah, these Kokorian Axe Herd, though, are being beaten back by Dol Amroth. So good to see the two new factions fighting each other. That's what we're all here to see how they match up. I feel like certainly we're seeing certainly a few strengths here for Rhudaur. I think the dogs could actually be very, very useful. Just a very good harassment sort of unit. But it does seem as though we're not seeing Dol Amroth in its finest side. I think the Cab, though, is proving to be very, very dangerous. The Knights of Eidolon obviously going to be very powerful. Melee Cab going in for a charge here. They're just charging into Weather Hill Scavengers. And then the General's been killed. I presume that's Gondor's. Gondor's has got to be, yeah. He's very much isolated, and he's getting focused down by Carnage Archers here. And yeah, Gondor's pretty much collapsed. After he kind of committed forward and just got outflanked, it was kind of over then, I think. Allied General, though, has died for the Forces of Evil. Bane of the Steppes General, that's Eastlings General, has gone there. That is going to be costing. That might mean that the Dwarves are able to win their fight here against the Eastlings. And now Rhudaur could be in a little trouble as they deal with both Dol Amroth and the Dwarves. Axe Herd here still in their fight. They need to be careful. I mean, the Kokorian Axe Herd actually seem like they're doing okay. I think the missiles though are helping. It certainly seems like the Cav is. I think it's definitely pulled through to get to do what it's doing right now. That's for sure. This Eidolon Knights Eidolon has definitely pulled through. But it looks like they were actually going to kill that Weather Hill Scavenger anyway. And now we've got the General going in. Trev Galorg Warder, who's a very elite spear unit going in. Gives me a bit of a Norman vibe when I have a look at it. But they are poking away at the Knights, trying to do what damage they can. I love the shock infantry for Dol Amroth. It's a really cool looking unit, that's for sure. But yeah, these champions of Dor and Anil, they're just chopping through these Axe Herd. The Axe Herd have got no chance against these elite knight-like troops. I guess they are like just a knight, just with a big double-handed sword in a way. There you go, they routed the Kokorian Axe Herd, and now, I mean, the shock infantry here is going to have to deal with the Trev Galorg Wardens. They're losing already. I don't know, that this is certainly not a good sign. That's for sure. Dol Amroth seems like he's doing okay. Prince Imrahil now coming forward. He's going to have to be committed. Looks like the Kokorian raiders over here being held at bay by the Knights of Eidolon. I mean, I'd be trying to get this Bane of the Steppe General. I mean, he's overcommitting. Imrahil here could really be used to try and take him out. And the archers also need to start focusing down this General if they can, and just doing as much damage as possible. If they kill Khan's General, I think they can then rout Khan's army relatively easily, you'd have thought. But Imrahil sees other opportunities. He's going in for the kill. He's going for the archers here. I don't know what archers he's going for. He's going in here. And maybe he thinks he can take out Rhudaur quickly enough. I mean, the spears here. Trev Galorg Wardens, they're getting surrounded and dying. We've got more spears here, the Coldfell Spearband, they're also struggling in their fight against the shock infantry here. Yeah, Imrahil is getting involved in fights, but I don't think it's the right fights for him. I mean, just taking out archers is great, but he needs to deal with other cav. Like, these Swan Knights are excellent. They can deal with other cav very effectively here. But yeah, the cav is getting absolutely whittled down right now. We're seeing Variag Bowman here for these things, focusing these guys down, doing as much damage as possible. We've still got, like, Carnage Horse Archers over here. We've still got a lot of Carnage Horse Archers. And these aren't even from Carnage to the Easterlings. So yeah, the sheer amount of Horse Archers being brought in today's battle is actually quite incredible. Yeah, we've got Variag Horse Archers over there, which are a little bit different to the Carnage ones. The Knights of Dol Amroth fight on, dealing with these Rhudaur scum. Yeah, very kindly, the devs for the Last Breath team did send me this replay, so it's very much appreciated. I do enjoy showing off early access stuff. It was really, really good fun. It's always fun to see new factions in action, see like what their pros and their cons are. Oh, here are the epic-looking Sentinels, which are really, really cool. They're kind of pulling through, although I feel like the spears might be pulling through them a bit. It might be a bit of both sides being at fault there, but the Sentinels looking very, very cool. Give me Macedonian vibes in their phalanx. They're very much open to a rear charge here. I feel like this Bane of the Steppe General could get a rear charge if he wanted to. The Sentinels are wavering, actually. At 36 men, they are starting to waver and break, and so are the champions of Dor and Ill. At 39, they eventually give in, and there you go, a mass break for them happening. I think Imrahil must have been broken as well. I didn't see a notification about him dying, but he's obviously broken. He was getting focused down quite a lot. It seemed like he's quite a squishy general. Why is Erebor running all the way over here? Interesting. What is going on here? I mean, did they just forget about these units? Dol Amroth is just running down units with two very healthy units here, a sword and then also a shock. I feel like they just got forgotten about, and they just they kind of sacrificed their comrades who were fighting on bravely over here. But then the Foot Knights are still fighting on bravely. But yeah, I certainly think that the forces of good definitely could have won this one. I feel like Gondor was far too aggressive, far too aggressive. And also didn't go and support the cav fight with his own infantry, which he had. He had shock infantry, which, relatively speaking, are pretty crap in a melee fight. But in that cav fight, they could have helped their cav out, and they would have done a decent enough job there. I think we're seeing the axe herd actually use their javies, or their axes. I say that, I can't see any animations taking place. But javies, or like axes into the back of those Foot Knights, would be very much appreciated, I'm sure. But yeah, I certainly think that like Gondor just kind of got like himself surrounded and annihilated. Basically, Khan just had an easy enough game there. I feel like Erebor definitely was holding his own against Eastlings for quite a long time, and I think Dol Amroth against Rhudaur could have been a good matchup. I just think also Imrahil kind of got used a little bit too aggressively. Definitely could have been used to deal with this Bane of the Steppes general. Not like a costly mistake, because I think at that point the battle's kind of over with Khan beating Rohan so easily and quickly. But yeah, certainly I think the forces are good there, made a few mistakes. But it was certainly fun to see the new factions in action. I mean, we've still got a little bit of Dol Amroth content here. It looks like I imagine they're going to start to master out pretty soon. Maybe not. And there you go, a close defeat. I mean, we'll end the replay and have a look at the end result, but I presume then that there must be... But yeah, again, the replay seems like it's a little bugged. I don't know what's happened there. I have the crash replay submod on to get this to work, but and I have the submod that was used, so that's a bit strange. But yeah, there you go. Thank you to Omens for sending it in, even though it was a little bit bugged there. He was playing as Rhudaur. It's nice to see Rhudaur and also Dol Amroth being both used. It was very, very good. But yeah, well played by both sides. I imagine this would have been a pretty good game. Looking at the quality of players, they've got some good players. It would have been a very close match, even if we got like a weird bugged version of it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. I'll see you folks in the next one. Bye for now.